Hi, happy Friday. It's great to see everyone here in my next video. I appreciate the support and views from the introduction video I did a few days ago, Investigate the World video, where I just covered kind of the agenda for this channel and where I want to be heading towards with the content. So again, if you have any suggestions, comments, or recommendations, please comment those in every video. I'll try to keep up and respond uh, with every interaction on this page. And I also began a Instagram page to be available in that format for my channel, El.Ynvstigator. So it's a public account. You can follow it anytime and look at the stories and posts to see if there's any new videos and other updates and news from me. So with that being said, just another kind of a housekeeping thing setup wise is last video you saw me using like a headset that's like a Razer PC gaming headset that I tried for the audio. So let me know if that sounded pretty good or not so good, because today I'm using a different audio input, which is mainly the webcam microphone. So just let me know the clarity and if it's good balance to properly hear throughout the videos. So yeah, just let me know which method works best, and I really appreciate that feedback. And so with that out of the way, I think those were all the last announcements. So what is today's topic going to cover? Today we'll be diving into the field of architecture, like I am working towards to become better at professionally. So for any person who wants to be in the architecture field, it's pretty important to showcase your skills and design projects throughout both academic time and also working as an intern or professionally full-time at firms and other similar companies in architecture adjacent fields like construction, documentation, engineering, consultation, and things of that nature. So I've made this portfolio from February this year. It's a collection of different work that I've been doing for my whole time throughout university, in bachelor's program and then Master of Architecture program currently. So pretty excited to make a run through of what I've been doing and how that demonstrates my identity as a designer in today's circumstances with the industry and the evolving architectural thinking. So give me just a second to bring it up. Cool. So hopefully you can get the best view of that here. Let me just zoom in to make it a little larger. And yeah, so this is my cover page for portfolio, something really abstract. It's a object that I 3D modeled and shot a view of to kind of ease your architectural reading mindset into the projects ahead. I chose a really minimal color scheme, lots of grays, white text, accents of maroon and navy. So it's supposed to be a very minimalistic portfolio in terms of graphic design. So when you first open the booklet, you will find a table of contents. I said a booklet, which I have here. It's a physical book I printed for showing people in person. It's different to look at a screen, but also, much more tactile, more hands-on to be flipping through the pages of portfolio. So if you are ever needing to do a portfolio, I'd highly recommend printing it out. So we just have 5 projects to cover today during the video, and I will give a brief overview of kind of like my process and what were some valuable things that I learned from doing each project. First, to kick things off, we have the Motive Canyon as the title name for this development. This is a social housing project that's unbuilt in Texas. The project brief was calling for ways for members of a kind of a city and country rural setting to combine into a unified living situation. So if y'all are familiar with the Panhandle of Texas and the North area, there's a big agricultural region there. So this takes a lot of foreign workers from many different parts of the Americas, from Latin American countries like Mexico, Jamaica, Peru, and other places that travel here on a visa to provide for their families by working in the industry for beef and crops and other raw goods to be transported across the nation. So after we did a couple of site analysis things with what is around the city center, with the major railroads, the farm sites on the perimeter, and seeing how different building types interact with the site boundary, we found that it would be best to create a unique experience of a very landscape-driven building where parts of the community can travel through the building, through like gardens and courtyards and things that invite natural light and other nice peaceful elements to people, not only just the residents that live in these units, but also community visitors. So in this next portion of the project, we just have a couple of renderings and data showing the unique climate of this part of Texas. It's a really semi-arid climate, so they receive about 2 inches water per year. And renderings just kind of highlight the nature of the outside space and inside space, being kind of the boundary between exterior and interior, just being a simple glass wall that blends those two ideas together. On the first floor of the units, there is a lot of public spaces and programs that include like a grocery store, an atrium, a pharmacy, restaurants, libraries, things that help residents not feel so individually separate, but allow interaction and communal gathering to take place seamlessly. the bigger rendering on the right side, you'll see that there's terraces for that courtyard I mentioned earlier, and these just allow more sustainable elements of seeing people travel through your courtyard and being able to enjoy the project as it's designed. So being an academic project, we were doing this analysis for the Committee on the Environment for the American Institute of Architects. So that's a really long name, so you can just call it COTE, COTE. And COTE really calls for a lot of these different design needs to be met. So out of the 10 categories, there's a design for water, design for energy, design for equitable communities, design for change, discovery, for an integration, economy, resources, well-being, and ecosystem. So, out of all of those different areas of sort of like sustainability and protecting against harsh climate, we had to consider new building parts and systems that help perpetuate and encourage that healthy assessment. So we have a lot of gray water collection in the building, and we have cisterns and even a mitigation system for that railroad train that travels on a schedule pretty often around the site. There's a lot of natural ventilation that's possible with the openings that are operable during different times of the year. So again, this is a very kinetic and dynamic project that allows not a static use of the building, but to be able to change the ways that it can accommodate the users and their unique needs. If they're within a family unit, or if they're an individual or a group of friends, no matter what the situation, this project will aim to foster nourishment and well-being for all the workers. Great. So now with that first project already covered, we'll kind of go on a faster pace for these next projects. So Neue Gallery is based in Manhattan in the Upper East Side district of New York City. This is a development that is adding on to an existing building, and that building would actually be a real-life museum, the same name as Neue Gallery. You can visit it today if you're ever in New York. But our proposal was to see how we can expand the art collections and the exhibits to a bigger building footprint to be tying into Central Park and allow for more public interest. So the existing cafe and gift shops and things that are more museum oriented, we wanted to introduce a more diverse program into the project. And you'll see that I began with the floor plans to see which areas and formology of the building can happen. I think the biggest attractor to this site is the entrance area. There's a garden that goes below the ground, and this acts as a sort of a meditation garden to allow you to transition from the busy street to the gentle and more quiet setting for the artwork. But from the street level, you have a bridge that takes you up to the foyer, to the lobby area where you would purchase a ticket to go into the museum. So you have a couple 3D drawings here on the left side of page spread that shows the light versus heavy architecture structure, and then ways that the program is organized from like semi-private, private, and public areas, and a couple of views of what that looks like from the street side. If you're standing near that adjacent street. This is a large section just showing the layers of space throughout the project. Like I said, on the bottom right of that big section drawing, you see the staircases and ramps that act as a bridge over that garden underground, and seeing that cantilever, which is a overhang over that mini open air space for the entrance. And then the upper floors have all the offices and exhibits, storage, and things of that degree. And yeah, so we'll transition to an undergraduate project that I did as my capstone before graduating with a bachelor's degree of architecture. So Unity Oasis is a futuristic mixed-use center that is based in San Francisco. We spent a lot of weeks just looking at the Golden Gate Bridge area to investigate the culture, the history, and the way the urban context shapes this park area that we're building on. So you can see on the right side, we're experimenting with building a shape and amassing to see how we can optimize the connection to the streets and also the views into the water that look towards the famous Golden Gate Bridge. Here you'll see these large images that show kind of like the experiential quality of the places that you would go to around the building. This was a pretty unique project where we were using some AI prompts to make these images that showed us like different inspirations for how a courtyard can be made, how bee nest, beehives can be integrated into your building to promote like sustainability and research and protection of native species that are beneficial for human health and well-being. Floor plan here is the first floor, and you can see there's a lot of larger spaces stemming from the lobby for research labs, for restaurants and pavilions and patios across the area. We designed a large kind of tower element in this left image section, highlighted in yellow. This is a bee harvesting area where researchers, scientists, academics can analyze bee biology and be able to understand how we can improve the ecosystem through the important role that bees play in our lives. And again, there's a lot of bridges that connect the two parts of the project, from the public area to the kind of like college research facility on the right side. You can see another drawing to the right of it. That's a 3D axon view, which is how different roof terraces and tall elements on the top of the building allow public use for people of San Francisco and other visitors. And then these last two projects will be sort of more based in Texas. So first time that I ever worked on a school design is this here, Catalyst Elementary. Essentially, the brief was looking at a way for us to renovate a an outdated school to transform it into a more adaptive and flexible building that can both be safe and secure for students, but also sort of a hub for community of parents and visitors to engage with the students and teachers to see what's going around, what kind of learning and projects are happening around the school. So, as usual, we looked at the city and its context with its neighboring commercial areas and residential areas, and how that is related to what's being proposed. Floor plans emphasize a very easy to navigate experience. The hallways of the school are designed to be like a biologic cell. Cells have many moving parts, and each part has a specific purpose to help the cell function correctly. So that same system and model is repeated for the layout of a school, with its administration, with its classrooms and meeting areas and teacher lounges and cafeteria and gym. I think one very creative part that I really emphasized in the project was creating a shell around the building. This would be a steel truss cage that has portions of this curtain wall glass that allows for some cooling around the year. Texas climate can get extremely hot throughout the year, so this would be kind of a microclimate to control temperatures and also act as a security device to be a boundary for people who are visitors and aren't supposed to be visiting. And to the right, we just have more sections of the different floors of the building and the different types of interactive spaces you see, like a stage, proscenium, an oculus of like an overhead skylight ahead on the stage, and a roof garden. The other Texas project I was talking about was a photography institute. This is a two-in-one design where it's not only a learning center for photographers, but it's also a garden exhibit for locals and visitors to look at different portraits and works of photography that are advancing that profession forward. This is a really more simplified, minimal building where it's just a box sitting in a neighborhood of Dallas called Deep Ellum. You can see the process scheme of how we were cutting and adding different pieces of that rectangular box to become more of a special building. So this building has a lot of garden green spaces that are on these outside patios or terraces that look toward the street level, and each level of course includes like studios and classrooms for the photographers to work in, but then we also have like a lecture auditorium and a interior garden courtyard that spans across all the floors to invite that natural light across everywhere you go. And Right, so that would be the conclusion of this portfolio that I've made for my several years in school. So I hope everybody was able to enjoy hearing about every project and um, able to see why I really like to design through the lens of architecture, and being able to see how we can investigate what the community needs and how we can find ways to offer solutions to make uh, residents and visitors and overall cities grow positively towards a um, better buildings and better atmosphere for everybody. So um, let me know your thoughts about every project. Maybe which one was your favorite out of the five. Feel free to comment below. Let me know if I have any things I need to improve for like graphic design, for project development, and things related to the portfolio. If you're studying architecture or if you're a professional architect in the field, would love to hear your feedback. But that's going to be the end of the video. Hope everybody has a nice weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon, maybe for a new topic besides architecture. So stay tuned on that. Bye. Take care.